Morning, everyone. Modern Fitness 1753 here. How's everybody doing? Just had a good workout. Just hit abs, a little bit of cardio. When I say a little bit, I mean a very little bit. Mostly abs. Going for that turtle shell. Hit some heavy abs. I say heavy, it's moderate weight. Ended up doing did a bunch of exercises. Probably did like 3 or 4 main ones though. 3 or 4 main exercises, and then there were a couple exercises where I just did like one set a piece. But my main exercises were, I don't even know the names. One of them was laying down on a bench with my hands over my head, gripping the bench. And then I would do like a reverse crunch. But I looked up the form on them, and it's not just a reverse crunch. It's like, again, I've been watching Johnny Shreve, and he was doing a video where he looks at a video someone else did, and he kind of critiques them. And I learned, a way to do abs in that video. Tough to describe, but you basically you do a reverse crunch, but you also push up a little bit. So you do the reverse crunch, you push up with your legs, with your thighs. So you're lifting your lower back off of the bench, and even your mid back if you can. And then lowering it back down, reverse crunching back down. So I did a bunch of sets of those, probably did 4 sets. Then I I wanted to do a different exercise in a certain way, but the friggin' people, the trainers there had a certain section closed off like the whole time. I guess trainers there can close off certain sections of the gym if they're training like more than one person at a time. So if they're having a group training session, they'll just close off a section of the gym. It's kind of annoying. It's not annoying if they close it off for 10-15 minutes, because that's how long it takes to do an exercise. You go do an exercise, you finish, they're done, no problem. But they had the room closed off the entire time I was there, and I was there probably an hour and 10 minutes. So literally couldn't do anything in that room. Super annoying. Just to give you an idea, that room has like a bunch of ab exercises, ab equipment, pull-ups, monkey bars, couple benches, portable benches. It has all the kettlebells. So if you're doing an accessory day like I am today, and you can't get in that room, it's a pain in the ass. If you're doing bench press or legs, it's not that big of a deal. But if you're doing an accessory day, it's annoying. Anyways, so I did those lying reverse crunches with the pulse at the top. Then I did rope crunches, which is something I'd like to do last, but again, I couldn't get in the room. So I did rope crunches. I went a little heavier this time. I think I went up to 80 pounds or something like that for rope crunch. Then I did, what do you call them? I did not side arm, but see, these ab exercises, I don't know the names of them, but I did. You stand there with a weight in one hand, and then you brace yourself with the other hand. So you brace your torso with one hand, and then you hold the weight in the other hand. You lean towards the side with the weight, and then stand up straight. Lean, stand up straight. Lean, stand up straight. And it works the obliques. So I did a few sets of those. And then I just did a couple little exercises just to kind of finish off the abs. I did crawlers, so you sit on your knees and you crawl forward, crawl back, crawl forward, crawl back. Kind of simulates the wheel, like if you were using an ab wheel. It's just a little easier. So I just did one set of those, and then I did one set of something else too. I did one more little set of abs, and then that was it. But nonetheless, good workout. Certainly looking forward to benching on Sunday. That's really the highlight of the week. So certainly looking forward to benching, especially since the deloading is done. Lower body. All upper body deloading is done. I benched, deloaded, and rode deloaded this week rather. So the next workouts, I'm going to be going heavier. So bench press, going to be going heavier. I guess I'm looking to do like either 255 or 260. I don't really know exactly yet. Probably a 255 for 5. And then the next week work up to a 3, and then the next week work up to a 2, and then the next week deload. We'll see, but that's a rough estimate. That's what I'm thinking, though. I'm thinking 255 for 5. Or I could do it the opposite way around. I could go heavy, then more reps, then more reps. That's what I typically do. I'll hit my biggest number the first week back, then add more reps to it, then add even more reps to it. I could do that, but I haven't really figured it out yet. Whatever, I'll tailor it based on my first workout that I do. First workout in the series, meaning first workout in the series of heavy lifting. So I just deloaded. Now it's a fresh series. So really looking forward. If you can't tell, really looking forward to benching. Today the gym was busy. I guess, for me, I just go to the gym, whatever day it is, it happens to be. Yeah, now that I'm back, on a normal schedule, I guess whatever day I happen to go. But for some reason, there's certain days that the gym is just busier at certain times, whereas for me, it's just like, whatever, I'm just going. But like today's a Friday, so Friday, the gyms are just busy earlier in the day. You go to a gym on a Saturday morning compared to a Monday morning, it's totally different. Saturday morning, gyms are dead. Early. You go to the same gym on a Saturday late morning, and it's jamming. And it's the opposite on a Monday. It's Monday early morning, it's jamming. Monday late morning, it's empty. So the same day, the same gym at a different time on different days can be totally different. It's crazy. But the gym was definitely jamming when I went. It was busy. It was probably the busiest I've ever seen it. And it doesn't help when they have those group classes and they close off a certain area. If they have the group classes and they're willing to share the gym, it's no problem. Who cares? I'll go walk in there and we'll get in each other's way, and it's no problem with me. But they want the room to themselves, I guess. They don't like if you're working. Like I've worked beside them before, they get a little pissy. It's like, dude, you gotta share the room. They get kind of pissy. Like, I'm in a class. I remember when I used to go to the old LA Fitness in, whatever. I'm not going to say where it was, but we used to have an LA Fitness in my state, and we have a bunch of them, but it's not LA Fitness anymore. But on the second floor, they had a yoga room. I don't know if it was it was like a multi-purpose room, but they used to hold yoga classes, Pilates classes, kickboxing classes, whatever. If there was going to be a class, it was going to be in that room. Yoga class. They'd have a yoga class. And in the same room, they put 4 big heavy bags. And let me ask you something. Who do you think took which do you think took priority when there was a class in there? If there was a class in there and you wanted to use the heavy bag, do you think you would use the heavy bag? If you're not laughing right now, then it was my fault and the punchline was just off. But let me tell you something. You could hardly ever use the bags. If you wanted to hit the punching bags, you had to go during the day. You had to go during the middle of the day. Because early morning, there were classes. And late night, there were classes. So if you went between 5 in the morning and 8 in the morning, or 5 at night and 9 at night, chances are you were not using the heavy bags. And that's when gyms are busiest. So there really needs to be a dedicated room for group classes where only group classes can go there. And if you're going to have a room that holds group classes and it's not designated specifically for group classes, then you can't, like, for example, the gym I go to, they have a room, like I told you about, that has the trampoline for the medicine balls, it has the pull-up bars, has the TRX straps, it has decline ab crunch benches, it's got the kettlebells, it's got laying ab machines, it's got a bunch of stuff and more, monkey bars, it's got a bunch of stuff. If you're going to have a room like that and you're not going to have another one, meaning you're going to have a room that's open to everyone, you can't close it off. That's just my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? About having a how would you put it? A conditionally available room. You know, it's like, oh, this room's available. This room has a ton of equipment and it's available all the time, except when there's a group there. Like, it's either open to everyone or it's not. It's not open to everyone and then it's not when it's convenient for the club. It's kind of annoying. I think it's annoying, and I'd love to hear what everyone else thinks about rooms like that. Whether you're part of the group class or not, I'd like to hear what you think. So definitely leave me a comment in the comment section regarding that. But in either case, thank you everyone for tuning in today. If you liked the video, be sure to like. And if you're not part of the community yet, be sure to subscribe. If you can get me a little bit more exposure, I'd appreciate it. And share the video and share the playlist on Instagram and Twitter. Greatly appreciate that. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in. And I will be back with more videos soon. Modern Fitness 1753, signing off.